Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM Sports here with me, Muftau Nabila Abdullahi. On Friday, the Black Stars of Ghana will be in action against Chad as they continue their participation to ensure that they secure a ticket to participate in the next FIFA World Cup that will be happening in the USA, Mexico, and Canada. On Tuesday, Black Stars head coach Otoado had a full squad available for training session at the Accra Sports Stadium. And my colleague, Joseph Ayinga-Walter, was at the stadium and has details in this report.
The Black Stars just completed their second training session here at Accra Sports Stadium ahead of their crucial World Cup qualifier against Chad on Friday. Today was a bit different outlook and dimension as the team welcomed their captain, Jordan Ayew. The sad news is that Elisha Owusu will be out of the team due to injury, and in that matter will be replaced by Lawrence Ejekum. 23 players gathered here at Accra Sports Stadium to train with the team. In terms of training, the team engaged in 10v1 training and shooting drills as the team look forward to make it up on Friday.
It's good to have a full house here. Every manager, every coach, every gaffer would love to have a full team, especially on the second day of his training. It's a very short window, and you would want to have your full squad just to make sure that everyone acclimatizes with everything, the weather, the pitch, the environment and everything, especially with the new players coming on board. Team telepathy is important, so I think they are right, on track to beat Chad on Friday. I don't see beating Chad as a problem for these lads at all, and they may as well continue against Madagascar and Morocco come Monday.
It's a positive sign looking at the numbers, having a full house training today on day 2. Personally, I believe it's a full house, looking at how even the supporters were gearing up and hoping that the Black Stars will change the results they had in the AFCON qualifiers. We know that Oto has 2 wins in the World Cup qualifiers against Mali and Central African Republic, so hopes are high.
Some members of the Black Stars ESCO team are here in their numbers, likewise the FA president, Ket Okreku, and Hearts of Oak goalkeeper Benjamin Asari is whom a lot of fans are singing his name here at Accra Sports Stadium. His saves and some exploits he's been displaying here is tremendous, and it's really fun watching him. Reporting from the Accra Sports Stadium, my name is Joseph Ayinga-Walter.
And the ticket prices for this game that will be happening on Friday ranges from 200 Ghana cedis to 10 Ghana cedis. So 10 Ghana cedis is the lowest, and 200 Ghana cedis is the highest. About 80% of the stadium capacity tickets will be sold out to football fans because, according to the sports minister, some aspects of the stadium, due to integrity concerns, will not be allowed to host supporters to watch the game. Let's hear from the sports minister himself, who has dismissed concerns by many Ghanaians that the Black Stars players are not committed to the national cause.
For me, I've seen the players that they are motivated themselves. It is not money. If it's about money, many of them already are earning more than whatever it is that we are going to give them. So it is not about the money. What they want are good pitches, a good pitch to be able to play on, and that we are working on. The lighting system appropriate, we are working on. And we're making sure that they have all the technical departments to be able to support the analysis of the opponents and the rest. We have worked on that also. So since that must be done for them to have a good environment to perform, we have put all those things in place. As for money, anyone who thinks that it is money that will make them to perform is deceiving himself or herself. Because it's not about money. Some of them, what they earn in a week, you can't pay them that even for a month. If they ask you to pay that for them for a month, we can't do that. So it's not about money. So money for me is the last thing that I'm considering. But I'm considering the conditions under which they will be playing, the pitch, the lightning, the environment in the dress rooms, and then what have you. These are things that are of concern to me, and of course the technical department of the team, that how reinforced it is, how are they analyzing, what information have they collected on the opponent's players, and to share with the individual players in terms of strategy. So if you are telling a player that this is how I want you to play, the player knows that you are giving him this role because this is what you have assessed of the opponent. And you read to see if there's any variation. You will vary as the match progress. So for me, these are things that we are doing. It's not about money at all.
And the final aspect of renovations in the Accra Sports Stadium is currently ongoing. As at the time the Black Stars players were training, engineers were also on site working. My colleague, Mubarak Haruna, caught up with the engineers and the National Sports Authority Director General, Yao Ampofa Ankra, and had a conversation with them. There are details in this report.
Yes, the metals that are rusted, we can maintain them and reinforce them, revamp them to become stronger. The chemical we're using, I want to show you. Okay. It's neutral rust. Okay. 661 converter. Okay. This chemical has been in existence for 40 years. Oh, okay. You can see here, we want to help the National Football Association. This we are doing free for now. Yes, it's
so you are not charging a penny from the work that you are doing. You are just doing it voluntarily.
Yeah, voluntarily. Okay. To make sure the games. This is VIP entrance. We need to put it in order so that when our people are coming, it will not look like a mess. So we saw this and said we are going to come and do it just to maintain it. So this will be here for 10 years, like I said, and you don't need any other maintenance. What you need is to apply the color. It's a primer also. You apply the color that you want, and that will help a lot.
You're starting on a very good note, and people should watch out for positive changes, but in time, there's a lot of things that will take time, and it's a process. So the first thing is, Black Stars, supported Black Stars on Friday. The rates are very reduced. Come with your family. We're making sure the environments will be conducive for families and friends to come and have an experience. On match day, and your match, you have some entertainment. It's a gradual process, but Oba Stadium, you should feel, you are in a good place, you are in a safe place to be entertained, to have something to eat, to drink. Every department and facet of a day out at the stadium, whether it's Accra Sports Stadium, Babayara, should be an experience for the fans. Mr. will be a member and a member support the Black Stars and have a good experience.
Yampoafo Ankra is the Director General of the National Sports Authority. Currently, he is acting because per the civil service standards of recruitment, he has 6 months probation period, and after 6 months, automatically, his employment becomes a permanent one. Now, let's hear from the founder of Right to Dream Academy, Tom Vernon. He says that Ghana's business space is not conducive enough to be able to retain businesses. He cited the example of Red Bull Academy as well as Fire Not that have all left Ghana at a time that he was starting Right to Dream Academy. He believes that because the system is created in a way that businesses are not retained, is the reason why the system is quite difficult to produce some of the best talents.
I think that the starting point is to develop a national talent identification strategy, but also a global talent identification strategy. We lose a lot of our sons and daughters of Ghana to other countries' national teams. So we need to start with the identification of our youth. But beyond that, I believe that we can be much more proactive in recruiting the most talented Ghanaians in the diaspora. Secondly is to establish a public-private partnership, talent development free zone, or as in America, you might call it an opportunity zone. These are tax incentivized regions of the country. We know this very well in the sector with our free zones within Ghana, but I think there's the potential for a talent free zone or a talent opportunity zone that can actually make investment into Ghana talent much more compelling from a tax incentives perspective. And then thirdly, to establish a public-private partnership for a national sports and entertainment hub. The Minister mentioned some of the most exciting countries, but another that has really excelled in entertainment in sports in Africa in the last few years is Rwanda, where we've seen so many of the best sports events on the continent going to a country which has no reputation until very recently within sports. So I think a hub for sports entertainment is also very possible. So if we talk about talent ID and development, how would I approach that? Through the formation of the Talent Identification and Development Corporation that would remain firmly in control of the government of Ghana, you would define the national framework, as the Minister mentioned, through which all talent identification and development partnerships would be operated. And this, I think, is a crucial point, because when people talk about attracting investment into Ghana sports, if we take football specifically, we haven't struggled to attract investment, we've struggled to retain it. Ajax, Feyenoord and Red Bull combined probably invested 100 million euros into their academies in Ghana, and they've all left. And one of the reasons that they've left is because there was no coherent national framework for them to plug into. So they came and did their own thing with very little advice, with very little guidance and support, and as a result, we've lost them, and they could have been significant contributors to the national agenda. My starting point would be through artificial intelligence solutions, which I believe should be embraced very quickly within talent identification, is to assess the individual talents of each of Ghana's 800,000 12-year-olds today.
The Ghana Premier League March Day 20 outstanding matches will be happening later today. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they are coming up against Young Apostles, and their head coach, Prosper Nate Ergum, says that they will go all out to secure a win in this contest.
We are going there with a determined, confident and winning mentality. That's what we're taking there. We believe that we are capable of playing very well. We are capable of staying very disciplined defensively. We are capable of unlocking their defense, create the chances and score. So we are very determined, very confident, and we believe that we can create the chances and score.
So your team will keep hold of the top position. And looking at the points gap, the differences on the first top four in the league, I think the competition is very keen. Are we fending off the chase from the rest from this game?
I think it has been like that over the years when it comes to competing for the league trophy in Ghana. Always the point gaps are so close to each other. It's about keeping the momentum going. So if you want to still be at the top, all that we have to do is that we win games, and then we'll still be able to keep our position at the summit of the league log. Every pre-training conversation, I talk to the players about it. Post-training conversations, I talk to them about it. When I meet them one-on-one, you've been a witness to these things I'm talking about.
And that is your sports for now. We do have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com. The AM show continues right after this.